guys, King and Charmanders here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And this is my video on 200 Pink Rathian slain, best event review, and results. And I finally did it, 200 Pink Rathian slain. Didn't get a picture of 169 kills, a total failure. Absolutely bamboozled at how I forgot again. I was like, alright, you know what, I just need 2 kills because I started at 167 to get to 169. Totally failed. Absolutely disappointed myself. Now I got more than this, but by the time I hit 200, I started to lose motivation, but I usually finish strong. I'm used to these long events. I mean, the longest I ever did any event was in 2019. I was doing Go Fest in Japan, which was one of Pokemon Go's biggest events in Japan. And I did 3 straight 10-hour days in an obscene amount of heat. So this wasn't even close to that. I was driving and grinding, but you know what, managed to finish strong. And the thing that kind of sucked is the last day was a lot rougher than the other two. I had to do a lot of zigzags and didn't find a lot of groups of Rathian in one place. So I didn't find a lot of Rathians in one group, unfortunately. Alright, so here's my Pink Rathian slain count. Monday through Friday before the boosted rates, which I played about 20 plus hours, give or take, I slayed 55 Pink Rathian. For the Friday boosted race, which I played the full 3 hours, I slayed 54 Pink Rathian. For Saturday for the boosted rates, for the 3 hours, I played all 3 hours again, 58 Pink Rathian, and for Sunday, the final day, played all 3 hours, 51 Pink Rathian. In total, I slayed 2,000, I'm not 2,000, I wish I slayed 2,000. Total, I slayed 218 Pink Rathian, which was a lot more than I was expecting to ever do in this event. I love Attack on Titan, except for the ending. If you've never watched this anime and don't know the ending, don't spoil it, but it's an amazing anime. And it wasn't this, this is exactly how I felt. I was just bombarding Pink Rathians left and right for this entire event. Just absolutely destroying and blowing up every single one of them and taking all their materials. Oh wait, no, poaching all the materials. I like the word poaching. Poaching sounds cool. But yeah. And here are the total materials I got from Pink Rathian kills. And here's a note, I doubled up on drops for a majority of the kills. I stopped doubling up on Friday whenever it only dropped rarity 1 materials. But this list I have right now, or the one I'm about to show you, I already built all the Pink Rathian weapons and armor, and I also got to upgrade the Rosenbow to grade 5, level 4 out of 5. So I managed to upgrade the Rosenbow quite a bit, and again, I already built all the Pink Rathian weapons and armor. This allowed me to have these total materials of this count. I have 942 Pink Rathian scales, which are rarity 1, 968 Pink Rathian shells, which are rarity 1, 225 Pink Rathian webbing, which are rarity 2, 100 Pink Rathian spikes, which are rarity 3, 82 Pink Rathian prime skills, which are rarity 4, and 10 Pink Rathian plates, which are rarity 5. And here's some miscellaneous stats. The total gems I used for this event was 45,000 plus. Yeah, it's a lot. I very much recognize when you're like, wait, you used 45k in gems? Yep, don't regret it at all. But yeah, I used a lot. And the total potions I bought was only 20 potions. Thankfully, the bow setup is amazing. I love using the bow setup I had, and not only it allowed me to get all these parts, but also I only used 20 potions. And it was only for some Pink Rathians were just ultra aggressive. For some reason, I just couldn't dodge them to save my life. Total gallons of gas used, 18 gallons. This includes driving to work and home, so I didn't do an exact count. I'm not going to do that. That's too much math. But if I look it up, the amount of miles driven was about 330 plus miles. So drove a great decent amount of mileage for this week. And again, don't regret any of this. Super happy and super awesome event, and I was super happy with the results I got. And here's my lessons learned from the Pink Rathian event. Don't need to double up on drops if all drops are rarity 1s. This was one of the biggest mistakes I made. Even if a Pink Rathian dropped were all level rarity 1s, I still doubled up on it. Regretting it now, but to be fair, I didn't know that the spawns would be boosted that much for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So don't regret it again, but still, dang. Glad I didn't take a week off work to hunt as many as I could. This was my original plan. When I saw Pink Rathian week, I definitely could have probably broke 300 if I actually took the whole week off like I originally planned, but I'm not going to do it. I'm a therapist. I'm a mental health therapist. The health career field is very short-manned or short-womaned or however identified right now. So it'd be really irresponsible for me as a therapist to take the week off from my clients just so that I can go hunt Pink Rathian. Well, I do it anyways, but it would have to be like a big event like the Monster Hunter World major events in some other country or state. That's where I would take the week off, but not for something like this. And another lesson I learned is to use gyms more sparingly since I use so much. I used 45,000 plus, 45k plus. But again, although I didn't know the spawn rates would be this good, but having the experience I have now, glad I learned this lesson. I would have started only using gyms for like rarity 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, or 3, 4s, and 5s mostly. But actually, now that I look at like the ratio I have, no, to anything rarity 2 and above, spend gems. If they drop all rarity 1s, don't spend gems. But with the spawns risen as much as they did, I probably would have just spent gems on rarity 5s and just spent doubling up on drops for like the last 2 days, something like that. And another lesson I learned was to stick to neighborhoods if possible. Driving near the next city's biggest park was kind of annoying, but it still had a lot of spawns when it was a forest. So when we had the city next to me, there's a giant park, our biggest park, which is called, it's just the lake. It's a giant lake with a huge park around it. It has a lot of spawns around it, but it's kind of annoying to get to. Like, not in terms of traffic, pretty super clear, but still kind of really annoying to get to. So probably gonna try to avoid it next time, but we'll see. It ends up being a huge biome when it does turn into a forest, so again, it's give or take. Plus, it's kind of easy to exit, but as much as possible, I'd like to avoid it. And it's not worth going all out during the week when variant monster spawns are rare unless it's to make weapons and armor for content. So unless I'm making the weapons and armor for content, knowing the spawn rates that are here now that I know that there's going to be boosted to oblivion and I'll be able to take them out left and right and get 50 plus kills for 3 hours, I'm not going to be inclined to go all out during the week. I'll probably just get enough materials to build the weapons and armor for showcases and then just use the last 3 days and just go ham during those 3 days. And here's my overall review of the Pink Rathian event. 9 out of 5 out of 10 event. Thank you, Capcom, for being so awesome. You know, one of the first games I played from Capcom, I think when I was like a kid, was Mega Man Legends. Yeah, that was when I first played one of Capcom's first games. And I loved it so much. Mega Man taught me a lot about something really basic and could turn something huge like this. New Capcom was a great company, and I'm so happy that this franchise actually cares about their player base more than Niantic. Seriously, thank you. The only gripe I had was they need to increase spawn rates for rural players and players that don't live in large cities. I see a lot of you complaining about that. I'm totally on your side. I agree with it. I live in a large city. In fact, I live in a connection of 3 large cities, so I can bounce from one city to another really easily for me to hunt. That's how I hunted so many Pink Rathians in one day. So yes, I do agree that they must increase the spawn rates for rural players and players that don't live in large cities. There has to be a way that they can somehow increase with all the data they have in Pokemon Go, etc. You increase the spawn rates for them. Like, I don't even care if they hunt more than me. They deserve it because on a daily basis, role players, etc. are just getting screwed over. But this was a huge improvement from the Diablos Invasion event. It truly felt like our feedback was heard. For Black Diablos, it was absolutely abysmal. Even at the beginning, like before the Black Diablos raid, it was absolutely crazy at how low it was. In fact, they even jacked up day 1. Remember that? But for day 2 and 3, they actually boost the rates, which was really good. But the day 2 and 3 for Black Diablos was nothing in comparison to when Pink Rathian was boosted. So it was an enormous improvement. Again, truly felt like feedback was heard, for sure. And having the Tobi-Kadachi event before this event was absolutely amazing. Having that ability to have players build that elemental weakness to Rathian and allow you to take... Because I'm pretty sure if they didn't do that before this event, some of you wouldn't have been able to take out Pink Rathians because you didn't have that pre-event preparation because of the Tobi-Kadachi event. So because of that, again, really grateful. I definitely wouldn't have had such an easy time taking out Pink Rathian on my ult if I didn't have that with my ult. Like, I carried my ult using my Thunder build. Without the Tobi-Kadachi event, definitely would have never been able to do that as easy as it would. It wouldn't have taken a lot longer. I don't know if I could have done it, to be honest with you. Well, actually, I could do it. Like, I did a few tests with just my part breaker build, but my thunder build actually was made it a lot easier. Didn't have to worry about timing. And it was crazy how well planned out this event was. I still refuse to believe it was Niantic was the ones that made the feedback. We took the feedback and made all the improvements, because as a long-time day one Pokemon Go player, level 50, thousands of raids, etc., they abused the hell out of their player base, and this was way too well thought out for it to not be Capcom. Like, this was an over 9,000 IQ play by Capcom. There's no way Niantic or anybody that works Niantic could be this smart. Well, they're actually they're really smart at Niantic. I mean, just the ones in charge of events. If they gave this to Niantic full control, I guarantee it would be a terrible event. And it's finally over. I'm looking forward to going back to walking grinds and taking a short break. What I mean by short break is I'm going to not play as much Monster Hunter now. I'll still be making content, but I'm not going to go out and grind a whole lot. Like, normally what I would do on the weekends, I would grind. I would do like almost 10 miles. Like, I do 10 miles a day on the weekends, or like after I would do like 2-3 hours. I'll probably just go out for like an hour-ish or something of that sort for next week. You know, take that break off, because we got the Kuluyaku Halloween event coming, and look out for more Pink Rathian armor content and other content before that event goes out. I know some of y'all have been asking, hey, King of Charmanders, how much money did you spend, and what is the... Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a video about that too, and some other things out before, again, Kuluyaku Halloween event comes out. Also look out for the Kuluyaku monster guide, all attacks, patterns, etc. coming out before the Halloween event comes out. But do me a huge favor, I've been releasing content like mad, these grinds, and still releasing content, because I enjoy what I do. I love it, and Monster Hunter now has made me more motivated than ever to create content for this game. So do me a huge favor, please like, subscribe, and comment for YouTube algorithm. Again, there's a lot of content coming soon, and you'll see a lot of variety before the Kuluyaku Halloween event. Again, like, subscribe, and comment for YouTube algorithm. Good luck on your regrets. I hope you guys had all the Pink Rathian in the world. You got all the ones you needed, all the materials you needed, made all the armor sets you needed. If you didn't, don't worry, it's gonna come back. So don't worry about that. And I will see y'all on the next one.